Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singapour.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rock.
In the news tonight, Sevens players targeted for abuse, says FRU. 2 senior church members charged with rape. And Health Ministry focusing on typhoid outbreak.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Smith.
The Fiji Rugby Union says targeting its national Sevens players and coaching staff for personal abuse on social media is a sad reality they must overcome in each tournament. The Fiji Airways national team today took out the Cape Town tournament, beating USA 29-15 in the final. However, it was a week of torment for the team in the build-up to the South African game after the dismal outing in Dubai last week. Vashnil Prasad reports.
Sacrifices that only these players understand, with some fans taking criticism too far. The Fiji Rugby Union says in sports there is bound to be a winner and loser. The union says the national team is always in red zone when they fail to win any tournament in the World Series.
The boys go through a lot of difficulties. Most of them are on social media, and they usually see criticism and some nasty things, and we win, sometimes we lose, sometimes, and we just urge everyone to keep supporting the team. This is their team.
Coach Gareth Beiba, whose performance is always judged by armchair critics, continues to thank the Fijian fans who continue to stand by the team.
Great, isn't it? I mean, Fijian fans are everywhere in the world, wherever we travel, and we say a big thank you for all those people who make such an effort to come and support us. But it was good. We've had some battles here this weekend, most notably probably South Africa in that semi-final. But all credit to the players and the staff that are concerned with our team. They've manned up.
O'Connor says there is a plan in place as the team gears up to defend the Olympic gold medal in 2020.
Gareth has a total list of 30, and they usually come in camp, out of camp. And usually when the team is away, they continue with their normal programs.
After winning the Cape Town Sevens title, beating USA 29-15 this morning, fans spoke positively about the team.
I think all the Fijians should support the boys, whether they lose or they win. And I think they need our support and our praise.
This game good. New players played properly. We got a good side. Young side. I think this is a very good team that will carry Fiji.
This same team was very much cursed after finishing 5th in Dubai, something our team has become accustomed to. But when fans take it too far, they need to remember these players are also humans.
Fiji can celebrate. It's a comprehensive victory in the final. See what it means to them.
Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
A man in his 40s died after the vehicle he was a passenger in hit an electric pole along Yalalevu in Ba yesterday afternoon. The victim was a Canadian citizen in a vehicle driven by a 22-year-old Tavarua man. It is believed the victim died at the scene. 2 other passengers are under observation at the Lautoka Hospital. It's alleged the vehicle was trying to overtake a minibus and collided with oncoming traffic, then veered off the road and hit an electric pole. The driver has been treated and released and will be questioned soon. The road death toll currently stands at 65 compared to 62 for the same period last year. A pastor and a senior church member have been charged in separate cases of alleged rape and appeared before the Nasino Magistrates Court this afternoon. 46-year-old Pastor Waisake Tulavu faces 4 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault, while senior church member 50-year-old Sakiusa Nakutoro has been charged with 1 count of rape. Catherine Krishna reports.
It's alleged the 2 men raped 3 church members aged 22, 29 and 32 in Cunningham, Nasino between May and June this year. However, all the cases were reported to police last month. The defense filed a bail application informing the court that the pastor had church commitments in Naitasiri. The defense added the matter is not related to domestic violence as the victims are not related to the accused. The prosecution objected to bail, stating the matter is of public interest because the pastor had breached the trust of his church members. The prosecution also highlighted that the matter is causing a lot of tension in the community. Magistrate Charles Ratakele has remanded both the accused. The matter has been adjourned to Friday for bail ruling. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
The Health Ministry is working to ensure the recent typhoid outbreak in the Naitha Siri province is contained and not spread to neighbouring villages. Minister responsible, Dr. Ifiremi Wangai-Nambete, says medical officials are on the ground visiting affected villages on a daily basis. Kelly Vadala reports the ministry is closely monitoring the outbreak.
With numerous functions and events planned for this festive season, the Health Ministry is working to ensure there's no outbreak in other areas.
Don't want that to spread. We also don't want it to spread to the neighboring villages. We also want to be sure that it doesn't spread into the towns and the cities. At the end of the year, we're looking forward to Christmas and New Year, where there's a lot of functions that are happening.
Dr. Ifiremi Wangai-Nambete says typhoid, a bacterial infection, if not treated early, can be fatal. It can lead to a high fever, diarrhea, and even vomiting.
I can assure us that obviously the public health team have been working daily in these villages, and one of the public health strategies is actually identifying the water source that may be the cause, and also ensuring that the public in these areas have safe and clean water that they are utilizing.
The public has been assured public health teams are now on the move educating families on safe food preparation, food handling and proper hygiene practices. Meanwhile, 31 confirmed cases of typhoid and 14 suspected cases have been reported as of Friday. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Elections were held today for the chairpersons and their deputies for the 6 parliamentary standing committees. Secretary-General to Parliament Viniana Namosi-Malua says the aim of selecting the chairpersons now was so that the respective committees can finalise their schedules for next year. Maggie Boyle reports.
The standing committees today going through the formal processes to begin the necessary work of scrutinising new and proposed legislation.
At the beginning of this, the committee members are going to consult with the Secretariat so that they look at the programs for the new year, and also to be able to see the existing reports that are with them already, so they work out how they're going to approach that.
Opposition Whip and now Chair for the Public Accounts and Justice, Law and Human Rights Committees, Alvik Maharaj, says transparency and accountability will be their main focus.
Doesn't mean that we have a government chair, all right, we won't be scrutinizing the things. Government is the executive arm, right, we are the legislators. They are two separate bodies, right, and they actually don't cross each other's paths, right. So we'll be definitely working hands to hands with the opposition members as well, right, to do our work which is just and fair.
Meanwhile, the SG has also clarified why committee numbers are reverting back to 5 and not 7, which was announced in the House. The chairs and deputies are voted in by a simple majority, with government MPs comprising 3 members and opposition 2. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Still to come, legal redress to election results filed. And police on the lookout for drunk drivers. Details after the break.
Bula, nevang go malakai leloma, gongai nakas untuk makarong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa, ya untuk talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri.
Warong tunga ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri naluan.
Nevang go fane na tao no go singa toka, kita untuk talita ka ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri.
Bula FM, nambang 2 na seri.
The Social Democratic Liberal Party and the National Federation Party have filed a joint application today to legally challenge the outcome of the 2018 general election. It is understood that both parties have been working together for the past few weeks to gather evidence that would support their case. SODELPA leader Sitiveni Rambuka earlier told FBC News that they will provide strong evidence and they will only accept the election results if it's proven to be transparent. Today is the last last day of the 21 days of appeal period in which any political party can lodge their legal application to challenge the election outcome. Driving under the influence of liquor remains a major concern for the police force, as statistics reveal that 15 Fijians have died so far this year as a result of this. According to the stats provided by the police force, this is the highest in the last 9 years. Pranita Prakash reports.
Director of Traffic SSP Mahesh Mishra says they have beefed up the traffic operations for the festive season to ensure the safety of everyone.
Police will be numbers around the country, and also we'll try our best to be at the places where drink and drive taking place, people who are conducting dangerous driving, and also we'll be focusing on trying to assist our general public in terms of their safety and security.
SSP Mishra says drivers need to seriously change their attitude.
Drunk and drive this year, 15 people have lost their life through drink and drive. So these are the alarming stats as far as life is being lost on our road. And this is just because of the negligence, the recklessness of the driver behind the wheel.
Meanwhile, the Director of Traffic confirms that 30 drivers were arrested for drink and drive over the last fortnight. Drivers are reminded there is zero tolerance for those who commit such offences, and anyone found breaching these will face the full brunt of the law. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The Fijian Elections Office has issued a final call to over 1,000 staff who still have not received their 2018 election training allowances to submit correct details. Director Corporate Services Sanjeshwar Ram says they have until next Wednesday to notify the Human Resources team of their correct bank details, tax identification numbers and FNPF details. The unpaid allowances are not only for officials who worked on election day, but also for persons who attended training. Ram says the FEO wishes to complete all payments this month and close its staff payments accounts for the 2018 election. Ram warns after the 19th, the FEO will cease to accept any further requests to amend staff details, and anyone who has not submitted the necessary information will not receive payment. The government is focusing on implementing development projects in the interior and the maritime islands. Minister for Rural and Maritime Development, Dr. Mahendra Reddy, said this yesterday while commissioning the Savolau borehole water project in Nandi. Ali Kimbia with the story.
Visiting the interior of Nandi yesterday, Dr. Mahendra Reddy reminded the people of Savolau that government will ensure there is equal distribution of government projects.
And so we have made a important noting that our policy making, budgetary allocations will ensure that we all grow together, whether we are in the interior or whether we are in the maritime division.
Reddy says improvements are needed and projects must be delivered with high quality.
So we're looking forward to addressing those, and I'm inviting and calling upon all members of the corporate sector to come and talk to us so we can get them to take ownership of this project.
While commissioning the Savolau borehole project, Reddy stressed that development projects of this nature will benefit the people in the long run.
Directly impacting a community, and then the community achieving certain goals through that particular project. Which means that the project initially, while you see that in a medium to long run, will have a major impact.
Over 4,000 residents will benefit from the new borehole water project. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Parental negligence towards their children's education needs to be addressed effectively. This was highlighted by the chair of the Ngusui Savo Village Education Committee, Marika Mbaleva, during the Students' Awards ceremony last Friday. The awards day was established 2 years ago in an effort to encourage parents and guardians to contribute more to their children's education. Savarit Thambor reports.
The Ngusui Savo Village Education Committee created Awards Day after they've noticed a drop in school results in the past years. Parents were advised on the importance of supporting their children's education and told of initiatives put in place to ensure changes in the student performance.
I plan to establish a separate building for students' learning center, and that's in the pipeline. But from next year, we will go to every homes to see that they have provision study space.
The Awards Day, established in 2017, is one of the special days in the village calendar.
I feel great in receiving this certificate of appreciation.
First of all, I want to thank Almighty God for giving me great pleasure for receiving this certificate award.
150 students of Ngusui Savo village in Itasiri were awarded certificates of recognition last Friday after completing their academic year. Special awards were also given to top scorers in each level from kindergarten to tertiary. Savera Tambua, FBC News.
Every year, President Chochi Kondrote takes time out towards Christmas to visit orphan children and those admitted in hospital. This year, for the first time, he is visiting those in Vanua Level with only 14 days to go until Christmas. Eleanor Tarangaivio has more.
It's not every day you get to see the president of our country up close and personal. And for these children at Lomaniao home in Savo Savo, it was worth the wait.
Yeah, we've had the privilege this afternoon to have His Excellency the President come and visit us here and all the children, which is very exciting for us.
Lomaniao Children's Home was the president's second stop today as he delivered some Christmas goodies to remind the children that they are not forgotten.
This is something to remind the children this Christmas. I know how hard it is to be away from parents and families. It's a small token of our thanks, appreciation of hard work you've done.
The president and his wife, Sarote Kondrote, were treated to a couple of dance items by the children at the home before they retired for the day.
So to have the president and the first lady come and visit us is a real, an honor and a privilege to have them acknowledge the work we do here.
Lomaniao Children's Home is tucked away in the hills of Rava in Savo Savo and has been operating since 2012. There are about 16 children at the home, the youngest a 7-month-old. Eleanor Turangeview, FBC News.
Coming up in sports later with Jamie, more on our Sevens heroes, but Rachel joins you now with business.
Thank you, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break. Kula Palms plan for more skincare products. And in Growing Fiji, Nasino's Harris Plaza construction underway. Stay with us.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Jenny Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Little business tonight, Savo-Savo-based organic skincare business Kula Palms has now embarked on expanding their range of skincare products over the coming months. Company founder Vesey Simpson says given the increased demand for their products in the last 2 years, the venture is now ready to produce more soaps and oils. Simpson highlights that while initially their products were aimed at skincare issues, there is the potential to also tap into the cosmetic sector, particularly given the demand from their overseas buyers.
Maybe another 15 soaps on the market, organic stuff. Then I would like and a couple of more oils, traditional organic, and then I would like to go on to a fragrant line. I'd like to have about 5 or 6 fragrant soaps, because we mostly have been on the traditional organic stuff. So I want to go on a fragrant line, which is maybe 5 or 6 different fragrant soaps, 5 or 6 different fragrant oils.
And we now join Sharon from HFC Bank with the latest from the Money World.
Let's have a quick review of last week's trading on the South Pacific Stock Exchange. 7 of the listed stocks were traded on the market, some noting slight share price movements. The Rice Company of Fiji significantly improved by 90 cents per share to close at $6. R.B. Patel Group shares increased by 20 cents to end the week at $5.60. 5 other stocks were traded with no price change.
Following last week's trading, the overall market capitalization rose by 0.40% and ended the week at $2.86 billion. And that's the latest from our local stock market. Vinaka.
Thanks, Sharon. On to the exchange rates. As it was set this morning, there were a number of major developments in the money markets over the weekend, and they have influenced most of our currencies. The Fiji dollar rose strongly against the Australian dollar, but showed minor slippage against the other currencies we follow. Looking at the commodities market, oil was back on the rise, approaching $53 per barrel. Gold was up more than $10 to close at $1,247 per ounce, and silver closed up as well at $14.62 an ounce. And in Fiji tonight, construction of a two-story plaza is currently underway on Khalsa Road in Newtown, Nasinu. Known as Harris Plaza, Director Amish Chand says the complex will contain 12 small units and a hardware outlet once completed. Chand says the existing 9 supermarket will remain. The construction of the plaza is expected to be finished towards the end of next year. Close to 60 people are currently employed to undertake the construction phase. And that's business for tonight. Jamie joins you now with sports.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening. Up ahead in sports, newbies shine as Fiji claims Cape Town's 7th title, and pools drawn for Hamilton tournament. There's some more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
The Fiji Airways men's 7th side has made amends for its 5th place finish a week ago with a 29-15 triumph over USA in the Cape Town Sevens final this morning. The tournament win also breaking a 13-year drought for Fiji in Cape Town. Meli Tavanga reports.
Losing out to USA in the Cup quarter-final in Dubai was something the Fijians still have in their minds as they battled them this morning.
Go all the way here. There's a man to his inside. He's not going to need him. Yosefu, Niwa, Hughes looping around, and it's a gift of a pass. Potitu is the man who made the interception. He got a comfortable final so far, and then an unforced error from Perry Baker. It's another gift of a try.
After leading 17-0 at the breather, our Fijian Gladiators added 2 tries to seal the victory.
Tuwai and Potitu, and he is away.
Advantage over.
I was going to say they might come back for that. There's going to be no need, and surely this is the final.
Man of the final, Fiji Sevens rover Philemon Mbotitu says through the support from the team, he was able to produce a positive performance.
I thank the management for being here with me. Also the boys, they have taught me everything that I can achieve what I achieved today. Thank you.
Meanwhile, 20-year-old Melin Dernalangi says it was a team effort that tear down the Eagles' defense.
It was really tough, but we managed to work together. Like we always say, don't let your brother behind, always work one another.
Fiji last won in South Africa in 2005 where they beat the Blitzboks 21-19. Today's win against USA marks a new beginning for our Sevens Gladiators as they prepare for the next leg. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, despite a semi-final loss to Fiji, South Africa is pleased they've improved from Dubai. While its bronze medal finish was not what they aimed for, they've taken the positives from their home tournament. Kuroi Tandolala has more.
South African coach Neil Powell says they have improved a lot from their last performance in Dubai.
Maybe disappointed with
some of the games that we had opportunities and we didn't take those opportunities. But that's sevens for you. The margins are really small, and we need to learn how to turn those games around and actually win those games and not lose those games. But happy with the effort of the guys, happy with the performance and how they made a step up from last weekend.
South African winger Roscoe Speckman played his last sevens tournament in Cape Town this morning before he makes a move to 15s rugby.
I came 2014, played my first game, started my first game against Kenya, tore my ligaments in my ankle. Then I was thinking my sevens career is done. The coach said, "Now I can do pre-season at Academy of Sports," looking after me. Went back to the Pumas. Few games, coach said, "Specky, I think you must come home."
Meanwhile, the African side is hoping to win its first leg of the series in Hamilton, New Zealand in January. Roy Tandalala, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Sevens have moved to third place on the World Series standings following its Cape Town tournament win. The side has 35 points and is 2 behind second place New Zealand. Meanwhile, the USA for the first time takes charge of the series table with 38 points after playing in 2 consecutive finals.
I mean, it means so much. I mean, losing the final last week, losing it this week, but we're still ranked #1 in the world, and that means a lot to go back home and everyone's behind us and everything, and to let them know, hey, we ranked #1, man, and it just feels good to pave the way and knowing that you have support and everyone's behind you.
Fiji Sevens skipper Kalione Nasoko along with Alosio Nanduva were named in the Cape Town Sevens Dream Team after a stunning performance in the 2-day tournament. Nasoko scored 2 tries in the final, while Nanduva scored the winning try against South Africa in the semi-final. The USA's Madison Hughes and Danny Barrett were also named in the team, along with Samoa's David Afamasanga, New Zealand skipper Sione Molia, and South Africa's Roscoe Speckman. The Fiji men's sevens side is grouped with Australia, Argentina and Wales in Pool A of the Hamilton Sevens in New Zealand. USA tops Pool B with England, Samoa and the 16th team, while South Africa takes charge of Pool C with Scotland, France and Kenya. Host New Zealand leads Pool D with Spain, Canada and Japan. The Hamilton Sevens will be held on the 26th and 27th of next month. Today's play of the day is my favorite try from the Cape Town Sevens. USA powerhouse Danny Barrett with a sensational run, bumping off New Zealand defenders Vilimoni Koroi and Amanaki Nicole in a 60-meter dash to score a try in the semi-final this morning. Take a look.
Danny Barrett, he's got one to beat. Oh, he just bumps him off. It's roadkill. Receives a peach of a ball from Pinkelman. Comes to the last defender, boom! Gets rid of Koroi, and there's one more coming. That's like a Mack truck on a skateboard. Fancy finish, give it a 10.
That's it from sports tonight, but later on in weather, the recently married Angie Kumar is finally back, hopefully with news of more sunshine and cooler nights. Now, speaking of marriage, in tonight's new media, we have quite the contrary. We show you how to break up with Facebook. Well, that's if you're planning to this festive season, and I know a few people watching who should. Details on that after the break.
Narangolesenya, Obama ketegenakas, dorong-rong binakape on Radio Fiji One, nandomibit.
Ayaw Benyana, Kidobarongon, Radio Fiji One, nandomibisi, Hinatoka.
Guelo ilaisa ingatoka, rong-rong binana heramakawa ina Radio Fiji One hingatoka.
Radio Fiji One, nandomibiti.
If you're fed up with Facebook and want to finally say goodbye to the social media site, tonight's new media will advise you the step-by-step directions on how to do it. Our favorite weather lady is back with the latest update.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Hope you're doing well. Of course you're well, because the festive season is around and I'm feeling the vibes already. Plus the weather has been quite faithful over the days. It's actually quite humid too, so stay hydrated. Checking the west out for today, super sunny with great heat. If you're in the west or planning to travel down, then a sunscreen is a must. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, Another elegant day was in store for us. It's the time of the year again where you have to hop out for Christmas shopping. And up north, absolute stunner, no sign of rain. It's a bit more humid here though. At sea, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 9:36 p.m. with low tide at 4:07 a.m. Sunrise at 6:23. For tomorrow, another amazing day awaits. More sunshine rolling our way. Tomorrow's temps, it's heating up and most centers will dwell in the low 30-degree range. And looking further on to Wednesday, summer weather's back, so enjoy while you can, Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie, and welcome back, Mrs. Kumar. We're so happy to finally have you back. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, should we continue blooding in age group players into the 7 squad?
Yes, I think because young players, they are very fit and they can achieve more than older players.
I think bringing in new players will be good for the Fiji Sevens team.
He should include them so they get to experience how rugby is really played overseas.
Yes, the new young players deserve a chance on the world stage.
Bebo has a good team, but including more young players is always a bonus.
I think we really need that to consider that, because we see the results coming in. It's really encouraging.
What a sweetheart. Recapping the main stories for tonight, Sevens players targeted for abuse as FRU, 2 senior church members charged with rape, and Health Ministry focusing on typhoid outbreak. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, last week we had asked, should 4-lane roads be built around Fiji to ease traffic congestion? 87% said yes. This week we're asking, should we continue roping in age group players into the 7 squad? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day is a picture of a sandy beach along the Coral Coast sent in by Danny TV with the caption, "Look deep into nature and you will understand everything better." How absolutely fitting. Thank you for that, Danny. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से। जैसे फ्रेंडी नॉर्थ मशहूर है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।